Controversial 90-Day Fiance star Tim Malcolm owns a company called Gringo Custom Guns. He's been running that company for over a decade. 90-Day Fiance icon Tim Malcolm's an entrepreneur, and the man with the golden gun runs a company called Gringo Custom Guns. Some 90-Day franchise fans might not be aware that Tim's selling firearms and gun parts. He's known for his personality, but he's also into restoring firearms. The designs that he refurbishes for clients are meant to be decorations. They aren't the sorts of guns that people take to firing ranges. Tim's best known for his bond with 90-Day Fiance's Veronica Rodriguez. Their journey from romantic partners to platonic friends led Tim to Pillow Talk, where he became a popular but sometimes controversial presence. Since Tim's so charismatic and outgoing, learning more about his off-camera life is interesting. There's certainly more to Tim than meets the eye. He's a bold reality TV show star who is known for his feuds with Jeffrey Paschal and Dean Hashim. If fans question his sexuality or fashion choices, he stands up for himself. When he isn't playing the reality game, he's running Gringo Custom Guns. The Waxhaw, North Carolina-based business is Tim's brainchild. On Instagram, Gringo Custom Guns has only 4 posts, including one reel. While there isn't a lot of content on IG, the posts that have been added are very interesting. In the post shown above, Tim showed off an old-school rifle and asked followers to guess the make and model. He said he'd give them a hint and then told them that they rarely ever see this. Tim used a range of hashtags, including World War II and German. While a couple of followers weighed in with guesses, he said their guesses were wrong. However, the sometimes villainous Tim hasn't shared the correct answer yet. In a flashy post, Gringo Custom Guns, which could be Tim working on guns alone, or a company with more staff members, showed off a glitzy refurbishing job that made a firearm look like it had been dipped in 24K gold. With this post, Tim became the man with the golden gun. The gun's surface and grips look very nice, so clearly this company does professional work. While the finish might not be for everyone, it really stands out thanks to its mirror-like shine. If a 90DF fan has $14.99 to spare, they have a chance at snagging the autographed photo of Tim that's shown above. Yes, he's active at eBay, where the reality legend hawks gun parts, including grips, as well as some other items, including a pair of Sadisi motorcycle boots that are listed at $89.99. Mostly, it's gun stuff, but not actual weapons. He's just selling parts. 90-Day Fiance stars aren't necessarily rolling in money. The paychecks are reportedly not that high, although there's no proof. So it's not unusual for franchise stars to have day jobs or sidelines. Tim's gun business and eBaying seem like side hustles. He does get a lot of work in the franchise, although people have tried to cancel him before. Tim insulted 90-Day Fiance's Jamie Nogueira, strongly implying that the Colombian woman's a gold digger. Some people thought that was racist, and that's why there was backlash. High rollers who trawl the Gringo Custom Guns eBay looking for amazing deals can snap up this Lux Versus timepiece for only $399.99. Not for the faint of heart, the hot pink wristwatch is a chronograph design that's substantial and stylish. While he's parting with this design, Versus is so Tim. He's very extroverted, and Tim's fashion philosophy is fearless. So Tim's probably got more Versus accessories, and some of the brand's clothes too. Aside from gun grips and other firearm essentials, Tim's hawking a VHS copy of the Billy Bob Thornton film, Sling Blade. This is an absolute steal at only $4.99. Yes, fans can buy a little piece of Tim without spending too much money, and they don't even need to be gun owners. Lots of people sell stuff on eBay. It just becomes more interesting when they're famous. Some of the things Tim's chosen to sell via his Gringo Custom Guns account are so unexpected. while watches, shoes, and videotapes are available. The majority of Tim's eBay offerings are in the gun niche, and his eBay account also shares some interesting information about Gringo custom guns. As per eBay, Tim's company builds. According to the company bio, Tim's company builds custom Colt weapons and other types of guns, and it's been in operation for over a decade. Areas of specialization include magazines, barrels, and grips. Gringo Custom Guns also offers engraving and blue nitrate services. The company seems well established but small. There aren't a ton of details about Gringo Custom Guns out there, but the facts that are available make it seem like Tim does the work himself. If that's the case, he's quite a skilled artisan. A man of many talents, Tim's the showman who also has nimble fingers. It's not easy to refurbish guns and do delicate engraving. It seems like laser engraving is his specialty. However, he may know how to do different forms of engraving. His gun grips are ornate. They feature intricate designs and different metallic finishes. For example, some are two-tone grips in silver and gold. The grips aren't really expensive, so they are not out of reach to very many consumers. However, there isn't a lot of inventory available. The reality TV star is currently hustling on Instagram. In his most recent post, Tim hits up his fans, asking them if they have 80s 90s CADs or tapes lying around. He said he'll pay good money for some records too. He prefers hard rock / hip hop / heavy metal genres. He will buy some VHS tapes and albums. Tim probably sells this stuff to collectors. Maybe he plans to eBay it? Regardless, his followers are letting him know what they own. One of them has a 2 Live Crew cassette in the original case. Maybe that will tempt Tim to buy. Tim shows his uniqueness when he does stuff like this. It's the same with his gun business. Tim's just not a typical reality star. Tim is willing to share his quirks and passions with the world, even though they're off the beaten track. His individuality always shines through, and that makes him interesting. All of this is better than watching a reality star shill for diet teas or gummies or something like that. Tim is not a standard reality star. He's the fashionista who refinishes weapons. Tim's the straight guy whom a lot of people believe is gay. He's outgoing, different, and reluctant to fit in a mold just because people want him to. Ultimately, Tim's his own person, and he won't change for anyone. While this makes him polarizing, there's an honesty to it, yes. Tim's building firearms and collecting old tapes. Tim's also a crypto fan, but he's also a reality TV star. Becoming a part of the 90-Day Fiancé franchise opens doors, although it may not lead to a truly affluent lifestyle. Tim's doing all that he can to leverage his fame and make money. For example, he's going the influencer route. He's very active on Instagram, as seen in the post above, and Tim's also started with Facebook Lives. He connects with fans who may help him to build his businesses. Even if they don't, they could help him to get cast in 90DF content. Above, he canoodles with the president of TLC, whom he calls a gentleman. The franchise has been good to Tim. It's put food on his table and a whole lot more. In some circles, it's made him a household name. Sure, there's always a downside to fame, including the kind of shade that is all over IG and Reddit. However, the confident Leo man, Tim is able to handle whatever's thrown his way. He probably realizes that, as the old adage goes, all publicity is good publicity. Without attention, even if it's negative, Tim might kill the golden goose. He nurtures his fame online, keeping his followers invested in his enterprises and opinions. Tim also talks about Veronica online. He forgot her birthday, posting his good wishes the next day instead. He's very nice to his ex, and in the franchise, that's not so typical. While things didn't work out with Veronica, they've got a mutual admiration society going. He said they broke up because the pressures of everyday life got to them. Mundane issues like paying bills and chores took the fun out of things. Nonetheless, they'll always be close. They were in love, and now they're friends. Tim was very close to Veronica's daughter, and maybe he still is. Things might be different now, as Tim and Veronica have both been dating other people. Veronica's been linked with 90DF alum Kim Menzies' son Jamal Menzies, while Tim dated Linda Ramirez for a while. Right now, Tim doesn't seem to have a partner, and he did stir up yet another controversy when he called Kenny Niedermeyer daddy. Kenny is Armando Rubio's man, and it seemed like Tim was flirting. Tim said he was just joking around. Gringo Custom Guns has been in business for a long time, so Tim will probably keep the company alive for years. He still has a passion for building and restoring firearms. He's also collecting tapes that he may sell. Then there are his reality TV gigs, including Pillow Talk, where he weighs in on other 90DF stars' behavior from the comfort of his own home. Tim recently addressed the gay rumors, saying, once again, that they're not true. He is used to being judged for almost everything he does, from his looks to his clothes to his hairstyles and beyond. However, the ongoing chatter about his sexuality is tasteless. Fans don't need to ask such invasive questions. Tim says he isn't gay, and why would he lie? Kenny and Armando are gay, and they are extremely popular members of the franchise. Tim can do a lot of things in the future. He may want to get more involved with fashion, since he's known for pulling together some wild outfits. He could find a partner and then convince 90DF producers to document their journey on screen. He might reconcile with Veronica is a shock twist that puts two beloved cast members back together. A lot of people would like to see them go the distance. For now, Tim's got a lot going on. He may not want more on his plate. He seems to enjoy his fame, and that's why he's so much fun. If he's truly single, rather than just staying quiet about his relationship status, he doesn't seem very unhappy about it. He may be casually dating, hiding a more serious relationship, or thinking about finding a partner in the future. It's possible that romance isn't his top priority right now. The 90-Day Fiancé star can be good or bad. He's too outspoken at times, as he was about Jamie. However, his unfiltered approach to life can be endearing. What's most apparent about Tim is his star quality. He's just got that X factor that keeps people interested. There's something about him that makes fans pay attention. A lot of cast members have come and go in the franchise, and some of them have been forgotten. However, Tim never is. Whether he's appearing in 90DF franchise content or not, he's a total star.